Hi everyone, it's good to speak to you. I just wanted to give you a report back on what took place over the mission week that I was doing with the Christian Union here in Cardiff. We really appreciate the fact that you were praying for us, and so we just wanted to share with you what took place, some of the highlights, and just give you a general feel for what went on. So I'm going to hand over to some of my friends who are going to explain various aspects of what happened over the week. And I hope you enjoy it. And once again, thank you so much for prayers.
Hi. So I'll be talking about Prayer for Real Week. So for real, we started our prayer on the Saturday morning before the mission week started. And we had a prayer meeting, which was called Prayer and Praise. The title is not unique to this event. It's something that the CEO has done regularly throughout the years. And as the title suggests, it's a lot of praying and a lot of praising. So how did we do this? We had worship in the main room in Zoom and a devotion shared, and some prayer in the main room, but most of the prayer that we had occurred in breakout rooms. We had a wonderful team of very creative people who went and designed and adapted traditional prayer station ideas into online prayer station ideas. And so each breakout room was a different prayer station, like you would find a prayer station in a prayer room. And Zoom has a function which allows participants to move between breakout rooms freely. And so we utilize this to let the CU members move throughout the different breakout rooms and pray into different aspects of the mission week using different activities and different visuals. After prayer and praise on Saturday, we had our next prayer event on Monday morning. So every morning we had morning prayer from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. This prayer involved a short devotion, some prayer in the breakout rooms, and then another period of time in which we had encouraging stories from the previous day shared, as well as prayer requests from the different teams that had events running that day, as well as hosts and speakers sharing their prayer requests and the speakers sharing what they were going to speak about. We also had a prayer board on Padlet, and on this prayer board, people could share any encouraging stories from the week, as well as sharing prayer requests, and the morning devotions from the morning prayer were condensed and also posted on the prayer board. And so, yes, that's what Prayer for Real Week looked like.
So the next event of any given day, a real week, following we'd had morning prayer, and then the next event was the lunchtime event, which was one of our mission events. So usually these would be conducted for a short half-hour period over lunch. People would come, grab a slice of pizza, hear a chat about the gospel, we'd have loads of people around to just chat and facilitate these conversations. However, obviously you couldn't do that this time, so we weren't able to provide people with lunch, but we still held these discussions over lunchtime, and just encourage people to eat their lunch while they're watching. It was really good. So we had 5 different talks. We had Are the Bible's accounts of Jesus reliable? Can faith make sense of suffering? Does Christianity restrict my freedom? Is the end of the pandemic the only real hope for our future? And does science explain everything? So these were some really great talks and some really big questions. Thankfully, we had 2 great speakers to deal with these. So we had Fergal and Luke, who are both UCCF staff workers from the South Coast. They were able to speak on these subjects really well. They spoke for about 15-20 minutes before taking questions from the floor, so to speak. They were asked some difficult ones, but they were able to handle it really well. So yeah, praise God for that, for putting the words in their mouths to respond in a way that was biblically true, and also provided just a really compelling argument for people that were listening. We had over 900 views, which was really, really great to see on these lunch events. So yeah, no, all around really, really encouraging time. I had some friends that tuned in that I didn't think would, and yeah, they said they really enjoyed it. So that was a great encouragement to me. But yeah, no, it was a really, really blessed time. And the lunch bars seemed to be a massive success. So once again, thank you for praying.
Hi, I'm Darby. I helped to be in charge of promo for the week. So my role was kind of, how do we get the word out there, kind of making sure that we ran our social medias, and we use like printing, and just really just plastered the word out there so that as many people as possible got the opportunity to come along to the week. So part of what we did for my role is we set up an Instagram page, a Facebook page, a YouTube page, and we spray painted, like we got permission from the council, did it all legally, don't worry, and we chalked the streets of Cardiff with our name and where people could find us and our website and all of this. We had a website which was our landing page for the week, so any QR codes we put out there, people could just go to that website and it had the links to all of our social medias and where they could watch the events. It was just really insane. Basically, we had stickers that we put all over Cardiff, and they have like the QR code and the date on it, so all these random strangers were just like, oh, what's this? Scanned it and boom, they were hearing about the gospel. Genuinely insane. Across the week, I believe we had about 11,000 views, because we live streamed on Facebook and YouTube, and so many people watched, but that's only 11,000 individual views. That doesn't count watch parties and stuff like this where people streamed, so the number's probably higher than that, but genuinely insane. Never would have expected that, and just so blown away by God's goodness in this. We reached about 20 countries with our website. Like, people from all over the world were clicking on it and coming and tuning into our events, which again, mind-blowing. So thank you so much for your support and your love and your prayers, because we genuinely appreciate it so much, and we're so thankful to God for this week, because it was beyond anything we could have imagined. And the real privilege of being in the promo position was that I just got to see how God was using like all of these platforms, and God was taking the things that we just put a bit of work into, and he was multiplying everything we've done by like 1,000. So thank you so much for your support, and I hope this helps to kind of give you a vision of the week, because it truly was incredible.
Hi, Toby asked me to say a few words about the tech for Real Week 2021 evening events. So we were live streaming from All Nations Church, and we had 2 hosts in the venue, and then a couple of us doing some tech, and we also had a musician. So we had 2 cameras on the host and 1 camera on the musician, and yeah, we had a set. As stage designer designed us a set for each night, so we changed up the set each night as well to match the themes. So yeah, we used a streaming service called StreamYard, which was the easiest one to use to get it on Facebook and YouTube, because the speakers were in a different location. So with StreamYard, you sent them the link to your broadcast or whatever for each night. You just sent them a new link, and they could easily click on the link and enter the broadcast, and then you can manually put them kind of into the live stream once you go live. So yeah, it was a really simple way to do it, and you can also have them both. You can have the speaker and the hosts on the screen at the same time interacting, and we also had a monitor up so that the host could see the speaker as well. And yeah, so it worked really well. And with StreamYard, you can also have different banners flashing up at the bottom. You can have your logo in the corner, and you can, if anyone comments on the Facebook or the YouTube, you can pop the comments up, and then it meant that there was interaction between everyone, because the host could see the comments on their monitor, and yeah, they could interact. We also used Slido for more interaction. So it's a program and a website where you can put questions in, and then people can anonymously answer them. So we used it a couple of nights for the host just to ask fun questions and yeah, get a conversation going while people entered, or like while we were waiting for some people to come into the stream. But yeah, I would yeah, I would recommend StreamYard. And we had a couple of technical glitches because it's gonna happen. Yeah, but nothing too major. And yeah, we were really happy with how it all went. But yeah.
Friends, so I thought I'd just give you a quick update into how the international student side of Real went. We had about 10 to 20 students coming each night, and we ran 2 style of events. The first was a games and gospel evening, opening up the book of Luke, and the second was real stories. So we had CU members, international student CU members, sharing how Jesus and a relationship with Jesus has impacted their life. The Lord provided abundantly. He brought along international students way more than we were expecting, and he also provided in bringing CU members along to serve international students, and it was amazing to see that firsthand. Thank you for your prayers throughout the week, and we just continue to pray and ask you to pray with us that the seeds planted in Real, both in the hearts of international students but also our home students, and that students in Cardiff would be intrigued by the life of Jesus and would too want to know for themselves the truth, grace, hope, freedom, justice, purpose that comes with a relationship with him.
Hi, my name's Silas. I'm part of the Christian Union here in Cardiff alongside Tobias, and just wanted to share a few things about the evening meetings we had last week. So we had evening meetings every day last week. They were our main meetings, and that's where we heard the main bulk of our talks. So we had talks from 2 guys who live down on the south coast of England called Fergal and Luke, and they came and shared to us on really big topics. So each night had a different topic, a different theme. So Monday night was purpose, then it was justice, then it was freedom, then it was love, and then it was hope. I think that's all in the right order. But basically they were looking at just real big questions in society about each topic. So where does our freedom come from? Where should we stand on justice issues? And they just did a fantastic job of taking these big issues, these big topics, and boiling them down into gospel-based answers. And so the week was called Real, and the kind of the thinking behind that was that these are very real topics. They are very real in our lives. But even better, we were giving real answers, answers that are gospel-centered, gospel-based. And so, yeah, it was a fantastic time. So yeah, we'd have those talks. We had a bit of banter at the start. You usually have a bit of audience participation with a interactive poll. And then we'd often hear a story from someone who was either part of the CU or is part of the CU network, just sharing their testimony, their experience of this topic, but how Jesus and the gospel has helped them get through it. But yeah, it was fantastic. It was streamed live onto Facebook and YouTube for all those to see, and we as the CU were sharing it like crazy. It was fantastic just to see so many non-Christians and so many of our just random colleagues and friends tune in. I even had friends who tuned in, who are totally not Christians at all, who just tuned in and said, "Oh, I actually genuinely enjoyed that," and they found it really interesting. And it's just such an encouragement to have seen that we could reach out to those people even in a lockdown, even when we're unable to do it in person. So yeah, it was a fantastic week, and I'm sure that Toby's going to tell you a bit more about what went on. But yeah, Brill, thanks.
So we've actually had some really great responses to our Mission Week. We had people leaving reviews online, and they were really, really encouraging. And they were saying how much they enjoyed it, how much it challenged what they thought about life and what comes after life on Earth. And so, yeah, we've been really encouraged by that. So now we're running a series of follow-up events. There's Zoom calls, there are events where we have speakers, and we ran our first one on Monday, and that was really encouraging. We had 3 non-Christians along, and they really got stuck in. There were some really great discussions in the breakout rooms afterwards. So we're hoping the next 2 events go just as well. So please be praying for them. Thanks.